Good morning, my name is Mohammed Mazen Alramal, and today I'll be presenting to you on how to get a job. Firstly, you need to understand that there are different types of intelligence, and if you apply for a job that you're not smart enough for, then you're gonna make your life miserable, and you're gonna make the life of everyone around you wretched as well, because you can't handle the position that you're at. And you'll come to realize that as you climb hierarchies of competence, the demand for fluid intelligence rises. And so, unless you don't want to fail, you don't put yourself in over your head. Okay, well, what's over my head? See, that's a tricky thing to figure out. You have to figure that out with intelligence, creativity, conscientiousness, stress tolerance, agreeableness, and if you're agreeable, then you want to get into a cooperative environment and not a competitive one, and neuroticism. If you're highly neurotic, you want to get into a job which doesn't put a lot of stress on you. And almost everyone has at least one major flaw in their intelligence personality makeup. And see, you don't want to put yourself in a position where that flaw is going to be fatally exploited. Okay, well, now that I know my traits, what is it that I would say would be the best plan for maximizing success and well-being? Well, I would say that you should find a strata of occupation which puts you in the upper quartile of a structure, and there in which you'll be a big fish in a small pond, and that's the perfect place to be in. And you really don't want to be the dumbest guy in a room. It's a really rough place to be. But you don't want to be the smartest guy either, because then that probably means that you deserve to be in another room. Usually if you're at the very top of a hierarchy, that means you've mastered the whole thing. You need to go to another room where you're a bit lower so that you'd have something to climb. Okay, well, now that I know my traits, now that I know the plan, well, what do? Let's conclude that, well, if you're conscientious, if you're intelligent, if you're stress tolerant, then you should find a job that has you working 75 hours a week. However, there are a lot of people that are not wired up that way. Some people are neurotic, they're creative, they're not very conscientious though, and these are the types of people that can't work 75 hours a week. Some people just want more leisure, and more power to them. These are usually the artist types. But they have to understand that almost all jobs at the top of complex dominance hierarchies are, well, they require lots of intelligence and insane amounts of conscientiousness, and as well as, generally speaking, high levels of stress tolerance. And this is due to the fact that they're going to have to make complicated decisions within very short time horizons, and they have to decide if that's something that they want to do. My name is Ahmed and thank you for listening.